This is my submission video for Project 0 of CS50's web programming with Python and JavaScript. I was first required to make 3 pages, one for Google Search, one for Google Image Search, and one for Google Advanced Search. And on the Google Search page, there should be links in the upper right-hand corner that take me to Image Search or Advanced Search. And on each of these pages, there should be a link in the right-hand corner that takes me back to Google Search. The next requirement was to actually be able to query for text. So if I searched for Ferrari, I should get search results for Ferrari. And as another requirement for this section was to make sure that the search bar was centered and had rounded corners, and the Google search button was also centered and underneath the search bar. The next requirement was to query for images. So if I search for Snoopy, I should get images for Snoopy. The next requirement was to query for advanced search results. So if I wanted to search for all of these words, for example, if I wanted to search for something very specific, if I wanted to search for any words really, or if I wanted to include if I wanted to search for some, or if I wanted to specify that I didn't want to search for this specific word, then I could enter all of those fields and get those relevant search results. So for example, if I clicked on, so if I search for this, it'll search for all of these. But if I specifically want to search for tricolor rat terrier, then I should get results that match that query specifically. If I wanted to search for tricolor, or rat or terrier, then it'll take me to this page. Or if I wanted none of those, if I wanted to search for none of these words, then I should get something weird because I'm searching for these words, but I'm also not searching for those words. So I should, as expected, get some weird results. The next requirement was to add an I'm feeling lucky button. So if I don't provide any text for a query, I should be taken to the Google Doodles page. But if I do provide a query like hello world, I should bypass all of the Google search results and immediately go to the very first or the top search result. So in this case, I should be taken to this Wikipedia article. And just to compare, if I go to Google's actual search page and search for hello world, so hello world, and so I didn't click the I'm lucky button. So if I go back and search for, and if I click on I'm feeling lucky, I should be taken to the same Wikipedia article. So so what I've made is right in line with what Google's own features do. So the last requirement was to make sure that my CSS matched as close as possible to Google's own CSS, and I think I did a pretty good job, although I did change a few things around. So I changed the way these buttons looked, and I changed some of the styling, and yeah, and I also made sure that this advanced search button was blue and had white text, and all of these search fields were all stacked on top of each other. And each of these words were, or each of these terms were like left justified. So yeah, so this is my little demonstration video for Project 0, and yeah, so I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.